I'm rolling. You rolling?
Yeah,
we rolling. All right, we here. Episode number 14. Free Game Friday, man.
Y'all made it.
If you know the drill, for the next 25 minutes, we're going to be answering questions that y'all sent in about music, life, marketing, whatever. If you got questions that you want to send, it's a link in the bio. If you need a direct consultation because this ain't enough, it's a link in the bio. Come on, baby.
There's also a link below the video.
Yeah. Or there. This first question is from Chad.
When? I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking with it.
From at whoamI.tv.
Period.
I make content on a consistent basis and have a really strong brand. What is it going to take for me to start generating music money enough to support myself? What should be my sole focus as an indie artist to help get over that hump? Streaming, pub, brand deals. I make content on a consistent basis and have a really strong brand. I think if you have a really strong brand, you should be generating, it says enough to support myself. I think you have to keep doing it. Like, it just comes over time. Streaming is something that, streaming is one of those jobs where you don't get paid weekly or bi-weekly, not even monthly like the school system. Sometimes you get paid quarterly, and that quarterly report is always behind, right? So you don't get paid for what you do in January until April when it comes to streaming, So you got to just keep working. I think focusing on all of those things, streaming, pub, and brand deals is very important, but maybe try to establish some merch. Maybe start looking into doing shows. Shows could be very profitable if you're doing it right. What else do we make money from?
Or direct sales for albums.
Direct sales. Try selling your music directly or your concert footage. Give people product, tangible and valuable things. I sell stock. I sell gold cards. Try to find something that fits within what you're building and sell it. Like, you just have to bring people value, and they'll give you that value back so you can make money and have it, sustainable.
Great answer. This is from Real MJ Hill. When will you have tickets to the backyard shows again? I'm 17. I turn 18 in March and want my pops to buy me a ticket for my B-Day. It's different. We're going to start doing backyard shows.
Who is that from?
Real MJ Hill.
Hey, man, when the backyard series start, hit us up. We bringing you out. It's on us. Come on.
They're going to start again in April.
Nice.
Why you saying nice? Like,
probably before.
It's your turn.
This is from the official A English. Brother.
What?
Brother. I've been writing scripts for films, sitcoms, and I even have a cartoon written. But I don't have a reliable team or family that can see the vision. I come from poor upbringing, and I'm trying to, better yet, going to break that curse. Yeah, not trying. Come on. How can I get a meeting with someone who will understand my vision to take my scripts to the next level? Screenplay is a passion of mine. The bigger mission is to use the profit from that to build something like Black Wall Street. I think you just have to believe. And if you believe enough and you do the work that's necessary, that'll make everyone else become a believer.
Yep.
There was a point where there was only so very few people coming to my shows. I had to make everyone you see now a believer. When you see a show with 1,000 people at it, it's because I've made 1,000 people a believer. But I did that by believing in myself enough to just do everything, whether someone was going to help me or not. Your family might never believe. That should not be a reason you stop. If your goal can only happen based on if someone else believes in it, then you might want to switch it, right? Because there's points in this life where you may be the only person who understands what you're building. And if that shit is reliant on someone else, you're going to want to switch. Find something that you can do, right? That you could do yourself. And if you're writing screenplays, you can do that shit. There are YouTube videos of people shooting films with one person, one-man army. Like, if you want to do it, do that shit.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Hey, you're always exactly where you work to be. Always.
This is from DMTS_network. How can I set up my own offer base for myself? There is actually a tool in Shopify called
Make an Offer.
Called Make an Offer that you can add to your Shopify website, and then you can start allowing people to make offers for your products.
Yep. We're also building our own tool that will be coming out that will have the a similar use, but some extra functions as well. So.
And if you're not on Shopify, then you can do how we started out. We set up a Google form and allowed people to, we said our questions. They made an offer, and then we emailed them back, and that's how we did business for a long time.
Do it manually, right? This is from @RailSoOfficial. Yeah. You might not even want to answer this directly, but maybe you can point me in the right direction. I like the forewarning. I love your merch and the quality of it. I'm trying to launch my own sweatsuits, but I'm having a hard time finding a distributor that sells wholesale. Where could I go to get some good quality, affordable merch pretty much? So I use SNF Activewear for just about everything so far. We've used them. But we're recently in a transition to utilizing Pro Club. But we're only using them for certain pieces. So I really recommend finding a manufacturer that you love and then trying to talk to them and buy wholesale. But if not, SNS Activewear have a lot of brands shit on there and a lot of great quality blanks that you could use. There's also a site called Brand Boom that I just found out about, man. Shout out Brian from Pro Club because he put me on. And on Brand Boom, there's a bunch of different brands that just tells you what their MSRP is for like their blanks and shit, and you can go on there and place bulk orders and wholesale orders.
That was real game.
Come on, man. Free game.
This is from @Mama B Swanigan. I remember that one from an older episode. You said Mama B swanging.
What? I don't know if I said that. That's you.
Nah. Pull up the receipts. Can you recommend any graphic designers that design shirts? B Gigs.
Hey, be Gigsy like, stop telling me. Hey, only if you serious, man. Don't reach out to these people and waste their time. Anybody, right? That goes for everyone. Like, all of us do something very specific in our niches, and we work really hard to build the brands we have. If you're not ready to invest or really propel yourself or just put in that type of work, don't waste other people's time. You're like establish that shit yourself first, and then you go do what I say, before you come and ask for my help, try and do the shit by yourself. Right. That's what I respect now. You feel me?
You can also go on Canva. Is a really great website where you can just mess around with designs, and they allow you to that would be a great place to start if you feel like you're not completely ready to pay somebody else to help you. And especially if you don't know how to use Photoshop and all these other things, Canva is a really great website to just test the theory.
Yeah, and always try things yourself first. You might be surprised by how much you can get done if you just try to do it yourself first.
Right.
It's on me?
Yep.
This is from @night_music. If a label has reached out to you, what are some of the questions you should ask when you meet face to face? I mean, I guess those questions are always dependent on what you want.
What are some questions that you always made sure you asked?
What do y'all do great? What can y'all do for us? Or
that I can't do myself.
Yeah. What are other things we ask? We don't really. I mean, all of our questions are like, what do things mean, or how do things really work? We're not really usually in there like asking, for a deal purpose. We're always trying to figure out what they're doing. Like, how does this work? How does this make sense? Like, even with pub, like, we always just have questions. We're just trying to figure out the system and how necessary they are and what they actually do. I think it's very important to ask labels and creatives and anyone who comes into your life and is like, I can help you, I do this. Ask them what have they done and what do they do.
And who have they successfully helped, and if they're still on the label. Because that'll tell you a lot about the kind of business that they're running. Like, they'll be like, yeah, we launched so-and-so from 1985. And it's like, bro, we're in 2023. You haven't had a successful artist in 3 decades. And I don't know if you can really help me.
And even with that, labels sign artists that have full teams that do everything.
Right.
So it's very important for you to ask them, what do they do? And if they can't explain it to you, that is a very, very easy sign that is like, okay, you don't really.
Right.
Some people just get lucky.
Right.
right? Some shit happen and shit go on TikTok and niggas start dancing and then it's easy to put money on it. Some people just get lucky.
And don't be like, what did you do? And then they talk all this jargon that you don't really understand. You be like, oh, okay. No, make them explain it to you in
English.
a way that you understand.
What did you do?
Right.
No, what was your role in it? What part did you play?
Right.
People should be able to tell you what they've done. Every artist you've seen come through Goodcompenny or Out Our Process, I could tell you exactly what we did.
Right. But what did you exactly do? They'll really try to spin you in circles and be like, yeah, we made it to the top 20 list and we sold 15,000 records and all this other stuff. And it's like, okay, that happened, but what did you do?
What role did you play? What did you do?
Yeah.
Very important question. I think that question kind of leads to everything else, right? Once they tell you what they do or what they can do or what they've don't even let them tell you what they can do.
Right.
Only ask, what have you done and what can you do? Right? Yeah, it's really what did you do?
Right.
You can't even tell nigga what you can do because we don't know if it's true or not.
And before you go in, you should be asking yourself some questions. Like, what do you want from them? What are your expectations for them to do? And what are you willing to give up? Because a label isn't coming in and offering you money without expecting something in return. And if you don't already have an idea of what you're not willing or what you're willing to give, then you might end up in a situation that you're not really comfortable with.
Man, you have to fully understand what you want because labels are no longer labels aren't going to get you hot.
Right.
But they will make you explode.
They will, right? Once you've done it for yourself.
Once you can get yourself hot,
right,
they could definitely make you hotter and explode and push it everywhere and make sure they see it. But labels cannot get you hot, bro.
The conversation we were having the other day, a lot of the time, bro, if you sign to a label and they give you an advance, that advance is for you to blow yourself up.
Oh, God.
And then they will back the work that you've done. It's not for you to buy a chain and a car and some new shoes. It's for you to blow yourself up
so make something happen.
So they can see that they made an investment that is worthwhile. But if you blow all your money and you're waiting on them to invest in you, that was their investment in you and you blew it. And now you're sitting here crying about how the label didn't help you. You fucked it up.
Free game. Uh-oh. Hey, no, but that's real talk. Like, not even in a way of like maliciousness or belittling nobody. Like, when they give you that advance, that is for you to invest in yourself and make yourself hot.
Right.
They are not going to make it. If you think they're finna come in and do all this shit for you and make you hot, they're not.
I don't care what they say.
But if you make yourself hot, they will definitely make you even hotter.
Right.
Simple as that. The labels is here to make you hotter.
Everything they said they was going to do for you, do that yourself with the advance money they gave you.
Exactly. Sheesh. I think we done.
Yeah. We'll see you next week.
Hey, is it on you and me?
Great episode already.
Yeah.
I keep getting some of the same people. Okay. This is from Game Changers Clothing. I make $10K a year to date. How can I grow my brand? Well, I would start with reinvesting that $10K. You should look at what worked really well.
Yeah.
What didn't work really well.
And double and triple the things that worked.
Yep.
Whatever worked and did well, do triple of it. If you were running $50 a day ads and you had an increase in 5x sales, do that times 3. And you'll have an increase in 15x sales. Do what works well times 2 or 3, and you grow that shit.
And
rinse
scrap
and
the
repeat.
shit that didn't.
Rinse and repeat. Everything that works, do it again, but do it better. Do it different next time, but do the same shit. Rinse and repeat.
Yep.
Don't try to live off that money either.
Right.
Sometimes you have to.
Yeah.
Right?
10K is not enough to live off of, though. That's a solid start. But at 10K, you should be reinvesting it. You shouldn't be trying to live off 10K.
Yeah, definitely. And it depends on where you're. We don't know if this is a kid or an adult. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it just depends on where you at. This is from @the Pastor Jewel. Come on. Does anyone on your team still have a job? Who still go to work?
Everybody behind the camera like.
No, I don't think anyone does. My pop still goes to work.
By choice.
By he'll be retired. I mean, he still has to get his reps in. He'll be retired very soon. And yeah, very soon it'll be by choice. He works more than he needs to by choice for certain.
Yeah, but he's also not really like an active member on the team.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, he's
not
just
as much
Pops.
as yeah,
So
definitely.
it's, of course he's on the team, but it's like.
But yeah,
in
the
terms
main
of-
team don't. Yeah, everyone kind of. We all. Our job is what we do. Good company is our job. That's where we work.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Things we did.
That.
Okay, it's on me. This is.
Do you have a job?
That's why I looked at him. He shook his head. I was like, well, then I don't know. Lejean Fiend. Right. Fiend? I don't know. What education did you need to make your entire team as successful as you? YouTube University?
Man, YouTube and life. YouTube and life. Mine's
Experience?
Yeah, experience was my education.
Factual.
Experience was my education. Oh. We ain't shuffle these bad boys, huh?
That's how you get one of these. My fingernail dirty? It's not. It's not, guys. It's not, I swear. It's not.
This is from @Dion_real_fam. How are you selling your music before the streaming sites get it? Are you only selling physical copies or digital sales too? So some albums I do physical copies. All of them come with a digital sale. So every single one you can stream digitally. Some will add physical assets or extra perks to it, but some are just digital. And I do that through Even currently, but I started just on the Shopify. I put it up as a product like anything else, and I'd attach download files to it. So when you buy it, you can download it. And I'm going to be doing that same thing in the future.
Where were they downloading it from? Like, was it like a WeTransfer link or a Dropbox link?
So I was setting it up through WeTransfer and Dropbox. Basically, I would use this add-on in Shopify called Dr. Download, and I would attach that to the product in Shopify, and then I just put the link that I uploaded all the files at, so they can go through and they could just download them to their phone and stream it. Even is really dope because they have an in-app streamer. So once you buy it, you can stream it directly there, and then you'll get the files later as well. But yeah, some are physical, some are digital, but you could do it straight directly through your own site through Shopify. Free game. Nice.
I love it.
Come on.
This is from Solini. You have a beautiful name. Is moving out of your hometown crucial for growth when living in a small town? No, it is not.
I'm from Vallejo. It's the smallest town of all. This definitely is. We have 5 exits.
It's not.
It's very small. Vallejo is very, very, very small.
But to answer your question, no, you don't have to. If you feel like you're lacking resource in your city, then be the resource.
Yeah. Man, and that's a hard hump to get over because everyone feels like you have to move because the bigger cities have more shit, and you go to LA and you can get exposed, or you go to New York and someone might see
But
me.
you also
But if you're
get
basing
lost.
your dream on someone else seeing you to make it happen, then you should change it.
Right.
If your success depends on someone else seeing you outside and making, then you should change it. Like, your success should be contingent on you. If I put this work in, this is what's going to happen, right? If it's based on someone else finding you and having to do something for you, then you might have to readjust a little bit.
Especially in the age of social media, like,
Right.
I almost feel like it's less distracting and easier to make it from home because you already are comfortable where you're at. You know, like, your whole city and stuff, so you don't got to move to a new place where you get lost and you got to find people who let you shoot in their shop and all.
Everyone in LA,
you can still
and
reach
everyone in
everybody,
New York.
right?
There's some relationships you just can't cultivate if you're not there, but you could build. You can make it from home. It don't matter where you are. We have social media now. You can make it from home.
And you can build something greater at home that lasts a lot longer because you have relationships from your whole life. Right
Isaiah
there.
Rashad is from Chattanooga, Tennessee. I ain't never heard of Chattanooga, Tennessee before he made it. Like that tells you everything. It don't matter where you are. Like, if you got it, you got it, and you're gonna make it. And now we're gonna know these places exist. You don't know these places exist until somebody make it from there. Vallejo was not a thing at one point, right? Until people start making it from there. So it don't matter. It don't matter. If you home, you got the world, bro. It's access to billions of people through your phone. Just do great shit.
Right. I almost be feeling like there's more resource at home.
Oh man, so much. The people who love you is there.
Right.
The
Right.
people who I could call and be like, "Hey, bro, I need this," and niggas show up. If I
Right.
move to LA, I mean, yeah, I got people who may show up, but
Right.
it's different at home. Like, it's just different. At 9, Souza 5. Come on. Are you happy? That's great. That's a great question. I'm happy in moments that make me happy. Any other time, I'm whatever emotion that the time is allowing me to feel or making me feel or that I'm going through. As in overall, I don't think I'm happy. I'm not unhappy either. I'm not happy nor unhappy all the time, but I'm both of those at times.
Nigga over here speaking in tongues. Answer the question, nigga.
Because if I say yeah, then it's like, well, that's not necessarily true. I am happy occasionally, every now and then, because it's like, well, you're always smiling, and it's like, well, I'm always smiling, but I'm not always happy, right? And I feel like if I just give a yeah, then that gives a different energy. Then when you see me in public and I'm not the happiest guy, it's like, I thought you were happy, and it's like, well, I'm not really happy. I'm here.
Is just an emotion.
Right.
It's
Exactly.
fleeting.
It's not a state that you could kind of be in, right? It's an emotion. Like every other emotion. You're not always mad. You're not always sad. You're not always jealous. You're not always happy.
You just are.
Come on. Shout out the movie. I really love that movie. What is it? With joy and anger and
Inside
Out.
I
Shout
love
out
that
Inside
movie.
Out.
I love that movie, bro.
Come on.
They did a great job with that one.
3 more.
This is from _dinner.dinner. Hope I said that right. What have you done to help build your confidence?
Practice
For sure. I think.
What was my shit today? We was running. Me and Fonnie was running, and what you practice is what will come with ease. What you practice is what will come with ease. Simple as that. Practice. 10,000 shots. Practice. What has boosted your confidence?
I'm gonna be completely honest. Sometimes I'm not the most confident. I don't always feel like I don't know. It just depends on the moment. Sometimes I'm like super insecure and I feel really small, and other times I feel like a boss.
Same. That was good. This is from Rudy at the casino _ How do I determine what percentage of stock/masters of a song to give to each person? There's no rule. So however you feel. I mean, if you and someone work together, then you should know how much they contributed to the success of it and what it is to become. So I think you could base that percentage just based on contribution, but there's really no rule to it. I'm a firm believer in something is better than nothing. So if you're already giving people something and sharing revenue, I think that you're in a good place. You're already starting off well. But yeah, try to base it off contribution. I look at things like a big percentage of something means it couldn't have happened without you, right? Like it means that this song wouldn't exist if you were not here. That's a larger percentage. If it's a role that's like, I could have still released this song and it would still exist, but you helped, as a part of it, that may not be as worth as a big percentage. But yeah, it just depends on contribution. How much did they contribute to it existing?
Yes, sir. Last one?
Come on.
This is from jomo.wave_. I just released a song to DSPs. It's doing well on TikTok and getting lots of likes/saves, but it's getting little to no streaming. Anyway, how could I fix this problem?
I don't think that's a problem.
Definitely not.
If people want to stream it, they'll stream it. If they just want to dance to TikTok on it, let them do that. That's okay. You're not encountering a problem. If the numbers are going up and you're seeing success, then you're winning. That's not an issue at all.
Keep releasing music.
Don't stream. Yeah, keep releasing music. And you got to think TikTok is also a younger base. All of them don't stream music. So you can have something that goes viral on TikTok and you won't see it reflected in DSPs because they don't have Spotify accounts and Apple accounts. They can't afford those things.
Even
right?
like social media doesn't equate to streams because while I'm scrolling social media, I'm not listening to music. That's first and foremost, right? And second of all, I don't always go to find the song that was playing behind a video that I enjoyed. I just enjoyed the video, and then I'm just going to keep scrolling. Yep. So if you already have some momentum going, that would be a great time to drop more music, do live sessions where it's just you promoting your music. I'm not sure how they were getting these likes and saves on TikTok, if it was a dance or a funny video with the song in the background. But if you would like to see streaming take off, then you should be creating videos that push your music specifically. Come on.
Is that it? It's a wrap. Another beautiful episode of Free Game Friday, man. We coming this year.
Man.
Come on, I'm trying to see episode 100 on something. It'd be crazy if we have episode 1,000 on something. That'd be crazy. That'd be different.
If you like these questions and you want your question answered, there's a link below if you're watching this on YouTube, or there's a link in the bio if you're watching this somewhere else. If you want personalized help, you can get it from me, and that link is also below or in the bio.
Yeah, what she said.
Yeah. Until next time.